Good morning and Assalamu alaikum class 9th. Today our topic is stomach. I have drawn the diagram of stomach for you from the chapter number 8, nutrition. There are many processes occur in the stomach cavity, which are digestion, churning and melting. Firstly, we will discuss the structure, then I will go towards the function of the stomach. Firstly, I need to read it. Esophagus. This is the esophagus also known as food pipe. I think you have studied it already in your previous classes. Esophagus is actually a food pipe. Now, when you eat something from your mouth cavity, it can move to your esophagus. From esophagus, it can go towards the cardiac sphincter. Okay. Cardiac means related to the heart. It's mean the upper part of the stomach is cardiac portion and the lower portion is known as pyloric portion. Upper one is cardiac, lower one is pyloric. There is a small sphincter which is known as cardiac sphincter. What is the function of cardiac sphincter? Actually, it works as a valve. It prevents the backflow of the food. Okay, then it is known as cardiac portion. Cardiac portion, then this is the body of stomach. It's mean it is the whole cavity of the stomach in which our food is stored or other function is maybe held here. Next, the diagram is showing is muscles involved. There are many muscles like connective or other many muscles we have already studied in our tissue topic. Then come towards the pyloric portion. This is the pyloric portion. There is a small sphincter which is known as pyloric sphincter. It prevents the flow of food from the stomach to the duodenum, and this part is known as duodenum. After the whole processes, the food is moved towards duodenum, which is the which led to the small intestine or large intestine. Better now we will read according to your book. Stomach is a dilated part of alimentary canal. I hope you all know what is alimentary canal. The pipe start from your mouth and end at your anus. The whole pipe in which stomach is also involved is known as alimentary canal. It's mean from mouth to your anus. The whole जो pathway है is known as alimentary canal. इसके बाद हम डिस्कस करने लगे हैं बेटा इसकी शेप. इसकी शेप कैसी है? J shaped. It is J shaped. Just like when you write J, it will make the shape of a stomach. Then where it is located? It is located in the left of abdomen. What is the abdomen? The lower part of our belly is known as abdomen. Just beneath the diaphragm. I hope you all have read the respiratory system and you all know where is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is present around lungs and it facilitates the process of respiration. Okay, it is present beneath the diaphragm. It's mean it is present below the diaphragm or stomach. Stomach has two main portion. We have already studied during the structures. It has two main portion. Number one is cardiac portion. Number two is a pyloric portion. This cardiac portion is present between esophagus and pyloric portion, while pyloric portion is present between cardiac portion and duodenum. I think it is clear now. And there are two sphincters. Sphincters means openings. Openings which are guarded by a valve. These are act as a valve which can open and close according to the need. It facilitates the entry of food from esophagus to the stomach, and this facilitates the entry of soup-like mixture from stomach to the duodenum. This is the function, and it also prevents the backflow. Okay. Bolus enters stomach from esophagus through cardiac sphincter. When we chew food, it enter from it come from our mouth and then enter into the esophagus and then move to the cardiac portion. From esophagus and from cardiac sphincter, it then move into the cardiac portion. When food enters stomach, the gastric glands found in the stomach wall are stimulated to secrete gastric juice. In the meanwhile, when bolus enter into the stomach, many gastric glands, many substances are start to secrete out from the walls of the stomach cavity, and this is a type of juice, a gastric juice, which is responsible for the digestion of food. Gastric juice consists of pepsinogen, And hydrochloric acid convert pepsinogen into pepsin. It's mean our stomach walls secrete pepsinogen and HCl, and then HCl convert less inactive form of pepsinogen into pepsin. Pepsin is actually an active form. Beside this, HCl also work as to kill microorganisms present in our food. Of course, we know that many organisms are present in our body. They need to be killed. They must have to be eliminated. They must have to be degenerated. So HCl work to break down of the microorganisms, bacteria present in our food. Most of our time when you eat food, you may not get any disease. Why? Because our body has immune system, and HCl also kill microorganism. Beside this, pepsin partially digests the protein portion of food. It's mean partially the stomach also work as a partial digestion of food present in the digestion of proteins present in the food into polypeptides and shorter polypeptide chain. It is also the work of pepsin. It may come as a short question. You have to prepare it. What is the it may come as a short question in your board exam. They may ask like this, write the function of pepsinogen or pepsin, so you can easily write. So it was the first function of our stomach cavity is digestion. It's mean here the digestion has been occurred, protein partially digest, microorganisms also has been killed. Second process is churning. When I started the lecture, I already told you there are three functions which can occur in the stomach. Number one is digestion, number second is churning, and number third is melting. We are going to discuss churning in stomach. Food is further broken down through a process of churning. It's mean the walls of the stomach contract and relax. Contract and relax. Okay? It will contract and relax, and the walls also secrete gastric juice. The walls of the stomach secrete gastric juice, and the walls of the stomach contract, relax, start, contract and relax. Through this churning action, heat may produce. This heat help to melt the lipid content in the food. Okay? So this is the process is known as churning. The contraction and relaxation of muscles is known as churning. It's mean our second process has been done, which was churning. Number third is melting has also been done. Churning bhi ho gayi and then melting also done. Next over paragraph has been started, which is the production of chyme. What is chyme? This is the very important short question. Churning is also an important short question. You have to mark on your book. Starch in our bite and protein in mutton have been partially digested, and the food being converted into a soup-like mixture called chyme. After this churning and melting, a soup-like mixture, a liquid mixture is produced, which is known as chyme. When it has to be moved to the duodenum or small intestine, duodenum is actually a part of small intestine. Then pyloric sphincter may open, and then small amount of chyme will move towards the duodenum, and then pyloric sphincter may also close. It may open and close according to the need of the body. And then further processes can occur in small intestine. We will discuss it later. It is enough for you. You have to learn it very well. Thank you so much for taking online class.